Oh, the beautiful south side of Chicago. Far, 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 what you call the hundreds. Like I said, the West Pullman Oak Woodland. Yes, it's beautiful. You rarely see this image of the south side, particularly the black community. But this is pretty. Kids back in school, further down there. Yep. And it's actually a pretty nice day. It was cooler earlier, but it's gotten to be a little bit warmer, you know. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing like the beautiful skies of Chicago when the weather's nice. It's getting a little windy now, you know. But it's really, 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 really pretty out here. As I'm just walking around, having a good time by myself. I'm just looking at, I really would love to see more positive image of the black community. But instead, we force-fed negative images by the mainstream media. And from our own media, it's somewhat, I can say, trivial to some degree. Excuse me, from the black mainstream press. They really don't talk about, serious issues that's going on in the black community. It seems like they're trying to sugarcoat things, sweet talk things, instead of talking about real things. I never understood why that I rarely hear from the mainstream black media when it comes to our history. They seem to just talk about slavery, and that's it. That we were slaves brought over here 400 years ago. I'm not talking about what Van Sediment wrote in his books years past, and with Brother Clyde Ahmed Winters, who's from Chicago. I think he went to DeSable High School, went to Chicago State University, which is on 95th Street on the south side. It's predominantly black university, where a lot of teachers attend that school, as well as Governor State, which is out, I want to say, in Richmond Park, Illinois, south suburb, predominantly black suburb. And, you never really hear them talk about our history beyond slavery. And that is something that, for years, I've done independently to research our history and our culture that's beyond slavery. If you really want to know about black history, you're not going to learn it in the schools, and you sure as hell not going to learn it at a university, in your regular public schools, university, or even from the black media. Even with the movies that are out, it's usually dealing with relationships or issue of some drug dealer. It's nothing. We don't deal with science fiction. We don't deal with, I feel like, deep historical stuff. If it doesn't have to do with slavery in the past, then it's not going to be talked about in the general, what I call black media or black Hollywood. It seems like black Hollywood, either they're afraid to talk about that issue, or they feel that they won't get the okay in the red light from white daddy. And that type of mindset needs to end. We need to teach our history and tell our story from our perspective, not from someone else. We should not have other people who do not look like us educating our children, telling our children that, our history started with slavery, or we don't need to be talking about Egypt. That's Afrocentricity myth, which is a lie in itself, because Africans traveled the world, and the influences around the world, they left their imprint. Even at this park, that's a little miniature obelisk, and it's paying a homage to World War I, II, Korean, and Vietnam. I showed it before in one of my videos. It's a nice picture of it from a distance. You know, that house, pretty house. Yeah, the obelisk again, small little obelisk on the top, but it shows you the imprint and the greatness of the African culture that is all over this planet. You know, and we as black folks should really take heed and actually learning about our history and loving our history. You know, I really enjoy going out and seeing the positive aspects of the black community and seeing the beautiful neighborhoods that we have, because all of our neighborhoods are not run down. You know, we have some beautiful neighborhoods and beautiful people in the neighborhoods. You know, so that is something we should really think about. I said before I'm going to talk about a little bit of history, and I am. I'm going to, like I said, pictures worth 1,000 words. In some of my books, I'm going to show you, you know, images of black people. And I'm also probably go online because, like I said, I'm using my phone, but I do have a digital camera. It's hooked up to my computer, but I'm out here in the what you call the West Pullman woodlands. Like I said, this is so beautiful, and I don't think many brothers and sisters really take advantage of this area. You know, it's really lovely, very lovely. And I really, the park district is nice too. It's beautiful, actually nice looking field house. Walking towards it, little swing set, playground. Yeah, very nice. You know? See, the only thing bad about this was, look at, they got a water fountain and the sucker doesn't even work. It's like it's broken. Man, they should have been repaired that. You know, but I was, like I was saying about history. There's been a lie and it's been agreed upon to just totally keep us ignorant of our past. If our brothers and sisters knew about our greatness, man, many things that they're doing and decisions that they're making, they wouldn't be making if they knew who they were or are and where they come from. You know, and it scares the hell out of people when certain blacks know their history, and then they try to teach the other blacks, and then you always get some person try to intercept the one who has the knowledge, who knows everything or knows a lot. And I ain't gonna say know everything. Let me take that back. But knows a lot. He tried to intercept that brother or sister and tried to vilify them. It's unfortunate some of us buy into that negativity, that we don't believe that we've done something great or we've been on top of the world before. Many of us believe that if it's positive, it can or not have been done by black people, that everything black people have done is negative, which is a damn lie. I'm going to talk about a lot of things in detail. Right now, like I said, I'm just starting this YouTube thing. I've been for a while thinking about starting up my channel, but I have basically pulled back from it. I just said, I was doing a lot of research. Like I said, on football I won't talk about, but I'm also going to talk about some historical stuff. And I did a little comedy piece on all the good brethren from Houston. I can't even think of the dude's name right now. But, you know, the crook who didn't want to house his church to the Estonians who was living there, and over Hurricane Harvey, the flood, that, you know, he refused to help out people, claiming that the church was flooded, which is a lie. All right, brothers and sisters, peace and love. My time is ending. All right, peace.